Am I live yet? Shows I'm live. It'll show I'm live. Will it show I'm live? If I keep going a higher octane, eventually it'll work. Every boss with a body. I can't go any higher. Nope. There it goes. There it goes. And you can hear me. Beautiful. So, this is a video I wanted to make a while ago, but I frankly couldn't do it as a normal video where I record it and post it because frankly I would continuously mess up, and it wasn't really fair that I would mess up, restart, and then basically go from there. And I know I can just start from where I messed up at, but I could really never pass the intro, to be honest. So instead I decided to live stream it and maybe play some matches after I mentioned this, maybe not. But I just wanted to talk about what the fuck is wrong with Overwatch lately. Overwatch has been something that I guess is definitely changing, and I think it's towards the worse, at least in my opinion. Like, if you go to I'll go into training and I'll show you a little bit more what I mean, but it's been really hitting me lately that Overwatch is kind of changing from what it used to be, and I guess that's why it did get rid of the whole assault, or is it called assault now? No, it's called damage. The assault and defense, and now they just have damage. And it kind of just hit me when Christian mentioned earlier, I think it was earlier today or yesterday, about how Overwatch is really offensive. And it kind of clicked right then and there, like, that's seriously true. The last real defensive character we had was Orisa, and the only reason Orisa is like that is because she's a tank. She has her little shield, she has the ability to pull things away. See, it's a little bit laggy, I'm sorry about that, I can't really do anything about that. But she's still free. I'm not sure if it'll show me in here, I don't think it will. Can I see? Here? There it is. Yeah, reduces damage taken and you cannot be stopped. Meaning that, like, Reinhardt can't charge you, Doomfist can't punch you, and you don't take really any of the damage from it. And then you have her ult where it increases in basically team damage, which is something that's good in a sense, especially when you're pushing in a lot. It's really good. But in the case for the game, this is pretty much the last defensive character that was added. And when you go back onto it, you see fucking Ana, who was the first character added, or not first, second character. I'm pretty sure the first character was, no, it was Ana then Sombra, right? Or Sombra then one of the two. You have basically an offensive hero, and then you have Ana, and then he's going from there, and it's not really getting any better. And when you really go off Orisa, it doesn't really look any better for lack of offense. Let's go down the list. You have Wrecking Ball. Oh, a character that can basically come hit and run. Of course, Wrecking Ball doesn't do significant damage. As you can see, it did a little bit less than Orisa from far range. And he's a little bit more accurate. I kind of see him as, like, part diva in this sense. He's just a more accurate diva. Which, I'm not sure if many people would agree with that, but his guns are definitely, that's how I definitely view his guns. He has the ability to turn the ball and roll away, and then he has the ability to give himself a shield. And if that's not really offensive, so you can continuously push in and that kind of jazz, I don't really know what is. And then you have Moira, who is considered one of the most offensive healers out there, which is something a little bit. He was supposed to be something different because you have Ana, who's supposed to be sitting in the backgrounds and sitting back. Lucio, who could be pushing up with you, but was mainly just there to give support to his team and heal them a majority of the time. Mercy, do I have to fucking explain? And Zenyatta, who was a little bit more offensive because of his, I think it's called the Orb of Discord. But in reality, he was not to be the most offensive character. So then you have Moira and Brigitte, who came in and are definitely more offensive players. Brigitte has to get literally in your face to attack, and Moira can just frickin' do damage from early anywhere. And it doesn't really even just include the characters that were added after Orisa, because you have fucking Ashe, which is pretty obvious, and looking down the list, I don't think there was another one. I think Doomfist was added after Orisa, but that's pretty also self-explanatory, how he's more offensive. But when you really look at it, there's also the characters that got reworked. And you have Hanzo, where they replaced his scatter arrow, which used to be one of like such a not defining ability, because it wasn't like, oh, when I think of Hanzo, I think of this. Oh, missed it. When I think of Hanzo, I think of this ability. No, it was just something that needed to change because it was just a little bit too random for skill players, and frankly, it was really understandable at the point where it was due. But now, let's make him a little bit more offensive and give him, let's see if I can do this right, Storm Arrows! Which basically increases his damage by, I think, a pretty good amount. At least with Scatter Arrow, it did a little bit less. And to make it a little bit more clear that he's supposed to be a little bit more defensive, they did give him the lunge, but most people use the lunge to... So, I'm just gonna ult here. Pretty sure I shot it in the ground, so it didn't really get anyone. But then you have Symmetra. Symmetra was definitely a weird case, because now instead of how she was before, you can just go, oh, I want a turret there, put a turret there. You want a turret there? I'll put a turret there. You want to see a turret on that all way up there? Ha! Do you even have to ask? It was definitely a weird change, especially now that they have a little bit of health to be able to take a little bit of damage from characters such as Tracer, Winston, etc. It's just a little bit odd in a sense. Sure, I'm gonna see if I can get right back to where they were, but I'm gonna put the one that was on the roof off there, so you can literally see the devastation from them. Like, they'll do a ton of damage. See, I'm not sure if you can see it. It's a little hard to tell. Let's see if I can see what this one. It kind of slows down a character, which the more it hits you, the more slow you go. So basically, once you're in them, you're pretty much gonna stop. Here, I'll probably be better if I do this.
Sentry online.
I was about to say, can I put it on their head? Put the final one there. See if I can. Yeah, it's pretty noticeable. I'm not sure if you guys can really notice it, but it's pretty noticeable. Not only that, but she also has, for some odd reason, a shield that goes across the entire map. It's kind of understandable from an offensive point of view, where characters will usually jump back and shield, such as wop, 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 wop. But it doesn't really make sense to care for her, because she was supposed to be a more defensive character, and she used to throw the shield. Doing when the health decided, hey, what if she just fucking did that? Or what if she just fucking had a ginormous shield and that goes across the entire map, and then someone said fucking genius. As you see, you can place it at an angle, so that if you need it at a certain angle, you can just place it. And you can place it from spawn to play it to help with, like, point. That's what I'm trying to get at. You can help with capturing point. Other than that, Symmetra is definitely more offensive, because now you have this, I'm not sure if I've demonstrated it enough yet, but she can basically go from this spot to this spot to, oh fucking dear god, it's melting these things. I want this to make this clear. These spots have 200 health, and I just melted through all three in about 5 seconds. That is pretty insane for a character that used to be considered a support character. Then obviously you have your teleport that gets you in and out of that situations if you need so be. And then that's really about it with Symmetra. She's definitely a lot more offensive than she used to be. and it's not really the best thing, at least in my opinion.
Build
Then you have Torbjorn. Torbjorn is pretty also self-explanatory. Instead, he has like a baby molten, or not even a baby molten core to really say that.
Let's get started.
He has this turret that you no longer have to really touch unless you're healing it. And one dead. Remember, it has auto. Hola, my friend. I'm just trying to make a video right now about how I kind of see Overwatch right now. So, I know it's not the most entertaining thing, but I kind of wanted to mention this a long time ago, and I felt like I wanted to make it, so I'm doing it. As you can obviously see, Torbjorn is really a force to be fucking dealt with. He's honestly terrifying. And then I actually just recently found out about 2 months ago that he had a secondary shot that fucking destroys. You are Lord Farquaad. I believe that's the character from
Oops, did I leave that here?
I am not Shrek. I can become Shrek. I mean, the closest thing to Shrek here is Ryan. I can become that. Oh, Xander, you fucking fool! You tricked me. You tricked me, Xander. Yeah, as you can obviously see, though, Torbjorn is a really bad force to deal with. It's kind of terrifying. Having a Torb. And how I at least feel for him is that they added this new thing for him extremely bad, because they just added Wrecking Ball, who has basically the exact same ultimate, but just lays it on the ground where he wants to really shoot it at the point of time.
How many is that again?
Torbjorn is a little bit terrifying, mixed in with the quality video. Like up, babies. Thank you, Xander. At least one person understands.
Maximum power.
Yeah, you can see he has this little ability. It gives him 150 more. I'm not sure if you've been keeping up, Xander, but Overwatch is getting fucking terrifying. It's becoming more offensive than it was ever defensive, and it's kind of terrifying. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I've shown off that Torbjorn is a fucking force to be dealt with, and I'm not gonna use his ult again. But as you can see, I got his ult, what, 3 times in the time I got with Symmetra. I got it twice. For something that damaging, it's pretty quick to get. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Then you have like small changes, like with Mei. Mei basically,
You walked right into that.
it really did. It's getting good. It's okay. It's not the best, but it's like that. I think we played it last time together, Xander. I think last time we played it together also. In Mei. Mei's basically become more offensive because now she can freeze 2 people, and it kind of just convinces people to go up and freeze, because now instead of freezing that one person and someone else behind them can fucking kill you, you can freeze both of them. McCree's ult can now destroy shields if you do it at the last second. Bastion's pretty self-explanatory. Reaper got buffed to 40% heal or damage taken to heal, I believe. Like if you earn a damage taken, when he shoots somebody, he takes a lot of damage. He takes their health basically, 40% of what he does. And then you have the healers, where they're pretty much all getting nerfed.
Double kill.
Not yet. I'm gonna be out with my AA next, or either by the end of this year or early next year. So it kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. Kind of good. You know how it is. But then you have the healers. The healers are in a really bad spot. People blame healers for the reason of Go Comp. I don't know. Actually, not. I don't think people really do. I think Blizzard just does it. So to kind of counter it, they urged her with Mercy in the beginning, not because she was part of GOAT, but because of how overpowered she was, but then they nerfed her a little bit more because of GOAT. Then you have Brigitte, who was a prime person. They nerfed her. Not because, I think it's because she was a little overpowered, but then at the same time, because of GOAT. Then you have Lucio, who did just nerfed a little bit. It was really, really bad. I don't think they touched Moira, Zen, and Ana too much, because these are the main healers you have in GOATs.
That's it.
Double kill.
I have no idea what the fuck that is. Okay,
What a
uni
riveting
circus.
experience.
Ah, no, no, I'm not reading that. No. Why would you write that? No. God damn it, Xander. Damn it. And then they did a little bit with the tanks, a little bit. They kind of kept them the same.
I'm so
At the
proud.
same point, where basically they have Diva. Diva got a little bit nerfed with the defense matrix. I don't think they did anything with Orisa. Reinhardt's definitely
I
not the
think I've
best
made
character because it's
improvements.
basically a Brigitte who
To
doesn't
your
heal.
face.
But it does 75 damage compared to her, like, I think 20 now? 20 or 30. I don't remember where she is. I didn't do my research on her.
Triple kill.
Roadhog, I don't think they really touched. I think they nerfed Winston a tiny bit. Wrecking Ball, I don't think they initially touched. And I think they touched Zarya a tiny bit. So they've been, like, keeping it good.
Double kill.
What a riveting
I mean, I don't know who that
experience.
is, so I can't confirm nor deny that, Xander. I can't confirm or deny. Oh my goodness, my turrets are still getting killed. Please, please just take out the turret. It's a death machine. Also, I think they made it so his turret shoots faster, so he kind of annihilates
That's what I made
slowly
you
but
for.
surely. This is Tor for you.
Double
And to kind of wrap it off, I know they just did something with Junkrat. They just made him, I think they raised it to 140, but then they just lowered it back down because they decided they're gonna keep it where it was. Who the fuck is X? You know, I'm looking this up. I might put another game to live stream later, but you got me curious. Who the fuck is this person? I swear, you're gonna give me a virus by looking this up,
I'm
Xander.
so proud.
You see, Xander, I'm not a real person who follows rap, so I had no idea.
You walked right into that one.
Yeah, that person is. Weird. Why'd you put circumcision with it first? Why? I don't think you meant that. I don't think you meant that, and I'm really curious about why you put fucking circumcision in my thing.
Double
I
kill.
designed that, you know.
God damn it, Ryan.
Flagged.
It's a meme. I wouldn't doubt it, but I've been on actually Reddit a lot. I want to do like an r/no sleep kind of thing. I kind of want to do like I want to read r/no sleep and on my channel because it's either they're blowing up a little bit, and something I'm actually really interested in. So I like reading out loud. I like talking a little bit. So why not just combine the both and just make a YouTube video on it? You know? Yeah. I know the whole. Oh my goodness, Junkrat killed somebody with his turret. Oh no. Oh no, turret with Junkrat shoots grenades.
Was beautiful.
Ah, you're gonna make me go into the translate. I'm not gonna. You see, Xander, I may be a YouTuber, but I'm not obliged to do what you want. You know, unless you're gonna sub, then I have to. You kind of see the damage of Junkrat. It's a little bit terrifying. I like how his mines don't have a lot of radius, but it doesn't really matter when you can just walk up. Never mind, I just suck. I believe they raised it to 140 for a short time, and then... You have notifications on? Well, damn! Do you want me to read that out loud? I don't really want to read that out loud. It ain't fucking worthy. Yep, obviously I know they just updated it. Oh. I know they just upped it. I know they just upped it and they lowered it back down. They just upped his reptile range, which I think is a good idea in the retrospect, because they need to fucking... I think the next character they should rework is Junkrat after Bastion, because frankly, it's kind of ridiculous where he is right now. It kind of is. He's kind of way overused in bottom tier because, frankly, you don't really need skill with him. You just have to keep shooting, eventually you'll hit something. And with Junkrat, it doesn't really matter because as long as you hit something, it does a significant amount of damage. I believe right now, at least on PS4, it's at 120. Someone else typing?
Was fire in the hole!
I did it! Are you proud of me, Ryan? I killed the character with fire. Well, that's really all I gotta say about the whole what's fucking wrong with Overwatch. It's mainly because they're changing everything to be extremely offensive. And I kind of don't like that, in my opinion. The game used to be kind of more diverse, where you can pick either a tank, an offense or defense character, and then support. And now you're kind of forced to pick either tank, damage, or support. With some of them, like Mei, having a little bit of diversity for a little bit of defense, but that's primarily because they haven't gone into it yet. And characters such as Widow and other small ones.
Double kill.
Oh, I'm gonna headshot that. Oh, hey. Wow.
Double
A
kill.
masterpiece.
Like, Widow can be... Oh, something. Widow can be extremely devastating if you're really good with it. Or good with her. But, unfortunately, I'm not really.
Double kill. Double kill.
Widow's one of those characters I really want to get with.
La veuve tisse à toi.
If someone's typing, it's not showing it to me. Why? It's showing that someone is typing and that I'm getting a message, but it's not showing that I'm getting a message. Why? That is weird. I don't understand. Maybe I have to be on my actual YouTube channel? Our data restarts tomorrow. I'll use on my phone. I'm so confused. I've noticed that a long time ago, like, it will show you this and that, but it will never show you what the actual message is. Hey, did you hear about... Yeah. Hey, did you hear that Fortnite is dying? You bitch. Yeah.
Target neutralized.
Why would I do that? Okay, did you hear that Fortnite lost half its revenue because of Apex?
Double
I
kill.
think it's time for us to see other people.
Fortnite's dying, dude. Fuck, you made me miss my shots because you made me
No one can
speak the
hide
forbidden
from
name.
my sight.
Double kill.
I'm just I got this one from me ranting. Hey, I'm just gonna keep sniping the head off bots.
Double kill. Triple kill.
I could do this all day.
Yeah, you know why, Ryan? Because you ain't good enough to play Apex. Fuck you. Walked right in front of my god. Yeah, that's really all I gotta say, though. I think I said what I needed, and that's really about it. Killing bots. If you want right now, I'll make a party and join it. So we don't have to continue the stream just so you can talk to me. You know, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm heading off the stream now. I will probably end up streaming later or tomorrow. I'm sorry about the kind of sidetracking. I do get distracted pretty easily. I try not to, but so far
The
doesn't
wind.
do anything, so
Double kill.
let's see. Oh, see, I'm not good with aiming with movement. Kind of sucks. There you go. So that, I'm leaving. Bye bye. Bye bye, everyone.